We are continuing on with breaking down our draft prospects. And on today's episode, we getting straight to the point. We're going to talk about Georgia's defensive tackle, Christen Miller. Is he a dog? Y'all already know. We going to talk about it. But before we do, you already know. You got to hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Steve-O. So if you're ready to talk some football, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I do so many podcasts, I almost said the wrong name. But hey, Steve-O, what's the word, man?
What's the word?
Hey, let's talk about Christen Miller, bro. Defensive tackle coming out of Georgia. At his combine's number, they came in at 6'4", 321 pounds with 33-inch arms. Last season for the Georgia Bulldogs, Christen Miller put up 23 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 1.5 sacks. Steve-O, let's talk about first, what did you like about Christen Miller when you watched him play?
First is what stood out immediately is disruption. One thing he's gonna be very disruptive in the run game and even in the pass game. He has very violent hands, which is a key thing at that position. He's a little bit of a nose tackle, but I think he could play either tackle, in my opinion. He has the size for it. He's a big boy, as you said, 6'4", 320. So yeah, I think what he needs to work on, possibly, in my opinion, is just he's not necessarily a good finisher, that's usually the other side of great tackles. If you get somebody that could be a great finisher, they end up being one of the greats. But to me, he's a bit of a project, but nonetheless, I still think he's a dog. One thing that don't stand out is his production. I don't think his production matches necessarily what he's good at. And plus, playing on the defensive line of Georgia, you got a lot of people on that line that can have some similar production as him. But that's the one thing that stands out for me is he's going to be he's going to cause disruption and he's going to cause pressure. And that's a very vital and important thing when it comes to the nose tackle or any tackle position.
I agree with you. Some of the things I like is the get off of the snap. I like that he knows where to throw his body. If there's a double team coming, he understands that he needs to go out there and split that double team, and he has really good hands, like you said. One of the things that I agree with you on when it comes to things to work on is finishing, because you see sometimes he'll be able to penetrate, but then sometimes he get hooked up, he get caught. But I do like the effort that he goes out there and show when he's playing, simply because he can simply just stop playing, but he doesn't stop playing like once he get caught up with certain offensive linemen holding them up. So I think that's a key point, and you pointed out that the production is one thing that kind of stands out, and that is true. And it kind of reminds me of somebody who was talking heavily about last year, is Shamar Stewart, that came out. We like, damn, this dude can really get back in the backfield, but no sacks. So it's one of those things to where hopefully some team looks at him and they probably take a chance for him. Right now, NFL.com has him ranked as the 5th best defensive tackle. I think that's kind of fair. But do you see this guy being? Yeah, you think this guy is a late first rounder, second round type of player?
Oh yeah, right at that spot for late first rounder, second rounder. Yeah. To me, it's all about where this guy goes. And I want him with a good coach, because I think the best coach can get the best side out of him. And that's the thing. Like, the upside is he's going to be he could be a pretty good to great run stuffer. He's probably at right now is looking as average as a pass rusher, which is most of the time, like I just said, if you're excellent at pass rusher at the D tackle position, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go down as the great, and that's the other side of it, learning how to do that. But if you can get somebody that not necessarily two things. You get somebody where you got a player next to you that's been a D tackle and is possibly a better finisher and a better getting to the ball and teach you that way, as well as a good coaching, good D line coach, a good defensive coordinator. That it can turn everything around for him to be one of those top ones if it when the end of his career comes. So I think yeah, as of right now, late first round, early second round is probably his mark.
I agree with that, and I think one of the most important things you said was where does he go? Because sometime you might have a coach that's not necessarily into being the best teacher alongside just being a coach, because you can yell and bark at a guy for wanting him to go out there and be a part of your scheme, but can you coach a guy up? Can you ensure that this guy is able to keep his pad level low, knowing how to punch the offensive lineman? Because if you get your hands in the wrong spot versus a good offensive lineman, you're getting held up. So how do you allow or coach this guy or teach this guy appropriately to where this guy can grow as a pass rusher and a run stuffer, because they gonna have to be a force inside the middle, and we know that that's one of the more important places. Yeah, the edges get all the love, they get a lot of love, and well deserved for a lot, but ain't nothing like interior pass rush, bro.
Yep.
Because the quarterback, he can
Fuck the whole game plan up.
that quick edge rush, but if that shit right in your face, it's gonna be a lot tougher to evade that.
It messes the timing of the whole play
So
up.
it's gonna be an interesting thing to see him in the NFL, man. And I think that him being a Georgia Bulldog, a lot of teams might be intrigued, especially because all of the pass rushes they pushed out over the last few seasons, for real. So
defensive
on
line,
the real, that's one thing them Georgia boys know how to do: wear shiesties and pass rush.
on my mom, and speed and race.
On the real, but hey, man, we gonna see what's going on with this young player, man. Steve-O, you got anything left that you want to mention that you like or did dislike or feel like he needs to improve in before we get up out of here?
No, I think we was
For
fair.
sure. Y'all let us know, man, how y'all feeling about Christen Miller. Would you like Christen Miller on your team? We're gonna be going through these prospects. We kind of shortening the videos when we talk about the prospects and just keeping it simply about the prospects. Let us know how y'all feeling about Christen Miller. I think he's a talented young fellow. He goes to the right spot. He should be good. And drop the comment, man. Let us know who else you would like to see us go out there and break down, man. But for now, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you love football. That coverage is going to continue to come. So lock in. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation